Fear in an organization kills initiative, it kills creativity, and it kills telling the truth. Hey everybody, this is Ray Stendall, publisher of Customer Engagement Magazine and the author of the Customer Engagement Manifesto. So happy that you're with us to talk about an important subject, the subject of driving out fear in your organization. This is a very, very important subject because fear holds people back, and it holds you as an executive back because your employees are not creative, are not taking initiative, are not self-reliant, are not telling the truth, and the customer is suffering. So in this video, you're going to discover why you must do everything in your power to uproot the feelings of fear wherever they may be in your organization and allow the greatness in your organization to flow through your employees towards your customers. It must be an internal desire, a burning desire to uproot fear. This means that if you are a corporate executive and have multiple layers of management under you, you have to make sure that they understand that fear in an organization due to politics is unacceptable. Easier said than done. I understand that. But let's take a look at what Deming had to say on the subject, and then we'll take a look at it from a customer engagement standpoint. So Deming said here, and I quote, "Whenever there is fear, you will get wrong figures." Interesting. So if somebody is in fear for losing their job, which is the typical fear that we're talking about, or being reprimanded in some way, they're going to twist information, present information in a way that does not make the situation look as bad. True or true? I would say true. So if that is true, and you're not getting the full picture, how can you as an executive make an informed decision to move the business forward? You can't. Because you are making an assumption that you are always getting 100% the truth. And that's a dangerous assumption if fear is present. You're going to get the wrong figures. You're going to get the wrong information. You're not going to get the whole story. So Deming went on to explore this topic, and he basically says here that fear within a workforce is really the antithesis of the new management philosophy. Fear leads to insecurity within a workforce, and generally it causes employees to be very disgruntled. And this is an enormous cause of waste of time, all the rumors that take place as people converge at the water cooler or the lunch table or going for walks around the building to stretch their legs. Meanwhile, they're talking about the rumors. They're talking about rumors that are spreading fear. So this enormous waste of time, not to mention the fact that even when they're not talking to other people, they're thinking about what could go wrong, causes them to waste their time, waste their creative energy, and causes them to produce poor quality work product. And they're not spending time on productive activities. The new management style requires open two-way communication. And there needs to be a lot of listening across the workforce, between management and the workforce needs to be confident that they can openly communicate to any level of management that they want to. Now, many organizations say, we have an open-door policy. And if you're in a large enough organization with 5, 6, 7 different levels, they may say, the executive might say, if you have anything to talk about, please come and talk to me. But there's a little hidden, dirty little secret in some organizations. If you try and send an email a few levels above you, you might have an insecure manager who contacts you and gives you, shall we say, a little bit of trouble. So one thing is for people to say, I have an open door policy. But there's another thing for the management between the lowest level employee and the highest level of employee to fully respect the ability for the employees to communicate openly and honestly, to share what's on their mind, and be able to bring issues to the surface. Progressive organizations understand this, and they stamp out this feeling, this insecurity in an organization. They stamp out this fear because they know it is not conducive to the highest quality product and the highest quality customer engagement. There needs to be a clear joint partnership between workers and management, and that is across the whole organization. So now let's take a look at the same subject now from more of a customer engagement standpoint. I believe that when fear is present, empowerment has left the building. And if empowerment has left the building, what do we have? We have employees who act like robots. They do what they say when they're told to do it in unified order. They do not take chances. They do not stand up on their 2 feet and use their brain to think about solving problems that can make a difference to internal customers and external customers. Without empowerment present, you won't have employees fully applying their skills, their abilities, and their talents, and this is going to lead to quality problems. So ultimately, by understanding your workers on a greater level, really understanding and getting inside their mindset and knowing who they are as people, what their aspirations are, what their dreams are, where they're headed, and being able to build loyalty and camaraderie and respect that says we're an organization that allows and encourages you to speak your mind. And if you have a new way of running a marketing program or a campaign, let's hear about it. Let's talk about it. Let's evaluate what we can do. If you have a new way to help the sales force with new sales tools, let's take a look at it. Let's see what we can do and actually mean it. Not just brush off the employee, say, yeah, thank you very much, but we'll do it our old way. Give it a serious review. Unless we're willing to do that type of stuff, you're not going to have engaged employees. And realize that when employees feel that their management team really cares about their future, where they're headed with their career, they're going to really start to care about the company's vision and purpose, because it will be in symbiosis with each other. Communication is one of the most important factors that needs to be considered. It's not just what you communicate, but how you communicate and the frequency with which you communicate to make sure that fear never roots its ugly head. Finally, when employees act out of fear, how genuine and authentic can the marketing campaigns really be? What kind of relationships do you think are being built when salespeople are acting out of fear because they didn't hit a specific quota number? And finally, your support team. How pleasant do you really think they are with customers when they act out of fear that call times, the amount of time that you spend on the phone with a customer is too high? See, these are all things that need to be considered, because at the end of the day, all employees, all people, we're all human beings. We're all emotional creatures. And we have to work with each other in a way that is conducive to the best possible outcome. So what's the call to action? What's the job to do within this video? I want to ask you straight up, what are you going to do to root out the ugly head of fear in your organization? Big or small? What are you committed to? And how are you going to do it? What are the actions you're going to take that back up the words that you're thinking of right now? And as always, we love making these videos for you. We hope that we are helping to motivate, instruct, and inspire you to let your greatness shine as you achieve your goals and go after your dreams. And in order for us to do this on a big scale, we need your help. So please help us out. Comment, share, let the world know about this message. It's a message that needs to be heard. And in our next video, we're going to go over the 9th principle out of 14 of breaking down barriers between departments and individuals. We'll see you in the next video. This is Stendall wishing you a great day.